Hey folks, Tony Bianchino from Outrun Your Fork, personal training and nutritional counseling coming at you. So look, today we're going to talk about glycemic index and glycemic load. Why are these important? Because this is why you gain weight. This is why you gain body fat. Because of these two things here. So the carbs that you choose to eat, it's not only the quantity. We talked about what quantity does earlier. So if you need to go back to that segment, it's the one that talks about the amount of your age and insulin response or weight gain, carbohydrates and weight gain. Check those out before you come here. So essentially what this really means, they're very, very similar. So when you eat something, when you eat a carbohydrate, it determines, this really talks about how fast it gets absorbed into your bloodstream, okay? Why is that important? Because the faster something gets digested and put into your bloodstream, the faster it has to get to its final destination. If it's too much and it gets too many sugars in there too fast, most of the destination is going to be fat storage. We talked about that in previous segments. So you got to subscribe and pick up those earlier segments so you could get an understanding of where we're at now. So look, first what happens is you'll eat food, okay? Let's say in this case it's an apple. And an apple has a pretty low glycemic index if it's a tart apple, which means it gets eaten, it goes down into your stomach and gets digested, goes into your intestines to be finished undigested, and then absorbed into the bloodstream here and gets sent out to its final destination. Foods that are high on the glycemic index will get in and through this process much quicker, and all the sugar from that carbohydrate or all the carbohydrates will get into your bloodstream, and they got to get out real quick if it's too much, okay? So the faster it gets in, the worse it is for you. So low glycemic foods are things like apples and pears and berries, things with a lot of fiber, steel-cut oats, oatmeal. Sweet potatoes are a little higher, but they're much lower than white rice and much lower than white potatoes. So you start to make better choices on things that are absorbed by your body slower, and you will have less go to this fat storage, assuming your quantity of calories and carbohydrates are correct. So folks, listen. To find out more about glycemic load and index, glycemic load is really a little bit different. I like to keep these segments to less than 3 minutes, so we're going to talk about that in the next segment. But folks, put all your questions in the comments below. We're happy to answer all that we can. It's been a pleasure sharing with you. And like I always say, subscribe to our channel. This way you don't miss an episode, you don't miss a beat. And as always, I look forward to hearing from you.